What's it like working at Spring Venture Group? The best way to find out is working in somebody else's shoes. This is Job Shadow.
My name is Cole Morrison. I'm an inside sales agent at Spring Venture Group. Sales is really fascinating to me because it's a challenge first and foremost. You know, people aren't just going to sign up because you called them. You have to gain their trust. You have to identify their needs. And this is all over the phone. You know, you're not in person shaking hands with them. They're a voice, you're a voice, that's it. So it's a really interesting challenge, and I'm a challenge-oriented person. I'm a goal-oriented person, so I like a challenge day to day. Always in the morning, I always start out using our dialing system, and it is an automated dialing system. So the people that we're actually calling are on our website inquiring for more information. So you click a button on the screen and a name populates, and those are people that ask for some more information. So generally there's two different types of people that you're talking to. There are people that are just getting started with their Medicare options for the first time. You know, they're 64 and a half, getting ready to turn 65. They don't know anything that's happening. They don't know how their Medicare is going to work. And our job is to give them all that information. So help them comparison shop plans and companies to help find the best fit for them. It's our job to make it simple.
My day is a little bit different than the typical agent. I'm still responsible for, meeting the expectations of an agent, but I also spend a lot of my day preparing and taking care of my coaching responsibilities, whether it be, setting time aside for call reviews, whether it be, having them shadow me, or just this time spent at my desk, listening and trying to develop a game plan, how to attack certain situations, based on my experience as an agent. I normally try to get here earlier than most of the agents, but it seems like the earlier you get here, the more new leads that are popping to you in the system. So I try to give myself as much opportunity as possible in the mornings to prospect new clients. I'll stay on the dialer, start and keep prospecting leads until usually midday, around lunchtime. I'll take a lunch break, and then I usually spend the afternoon focusing more on my pipeline. And continuing conversations that I've had with people previously. I had several friends that worked at Spring Venture Group and have been trying to get me to come over here for several years. And I never thought I'd fit in, never thought I'd be able to sit in a cubicle and do this type of work. Eventually gave in, came in for an interview, and I've been here ever since. It's honestly been the best decision I've ever made, doing a job that I really enjoy and I get a lot out of.
One to two deals a day, and that's really the idea, especially in the beginning of the month. Best option is to just rack up as many deals as you can, get your pace off to a good start the first half of the month so you're not stressing at the end of the month. But yeah, 1 to 2 deals a day, and you're going to end up in a really good spot at the end of the month.
The growth opportunity here is really great. You start off obviously as a sales agent. Personally, I started as an agent. I moved to sales coach. I did this job at a really high level and proved that I could help somebody else get to that, and gain early success in sales. From there, all of our managers are hired from within. All of our managers were at one time an agent. So the opportunity is there, and everything is done organically and internally within the company. So if it's something that you're striving for, something that you want to do, the opportunity definitely will present itself.
So the training course is 3 weeks long, and in that 3 weeks they give you all the information, all the education, all the tools that you need to have success on the phone day one. But with that being said, training does not stop there. The first 3 months that you're on the phone, you're going to have a sales coach that's going to come meet with you weekly to help you kind of hash little things out. There's always tenured agents on each team that will be able to kind of help tweak your process. So the training continues outside of the actual 3-week course to help continue to prepare and kind of refine your process.
Before Spring Venture Group, I had a little bit different background than a lot of people did. In my training class, there was a lot of people that were fresh out of college. There were people that had sales experience, some that didn't. Personally, I worked for a plumbing company all through college while I was getting my undergrad. After school, I decided that I was going to try to start my own plumbing company. So I partnered up with a buddy of mine that I worked with in hopes to start a big plumbing company of our own. I quickly learned that partnerships weren't exactly for me. So I had a little downtime, didn't know exactly what I was going to do. I actually got a job with a logging company. And if you don't know what that means, I essentially was a lumberjack for about 9 months. So it kind of just goes to show that, regardless of your background, regardless of what you've done before, regardless if you have sales experience or not, anybody can be highly successful at this job and do really well here.
So the expectation is 45 hours a week. Mondays are always big days. Lots of prospecting done on Monday. So most people are working, 10 hours on Monday, and then give or take, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, probably about right around 9 hours. And then that sets you up for a short 8-hour day and you're at 45 hours. But once again, you get out what you put in. So if you want to put in 50, 55 hours, those people that are doing that, they're putting deals on the board. But yeah, you get out what you put in. But expectations 45 hours, 8 to 10 hour days.
AEP annual enrollment period is from October 15th to December 7th every year. And honestly, it's like an early Christmas. This is the time of the year where everyone's switching their insurance. It's a time of the year where a lot of people think it's the only time you can change your insurance. So for that reason, all the insurance companies are really boosting up their marketing and their advertising campaigns. So it's an opportunity for you to sell a lot of policies in a short amount of time. And honestly, it's my favorite part of the year.
It's highly dependent on the day. Really good day, maybe I'm only calling 50 people and I had 6 hour-long conversations and enrolled 4 of those people. That's a really good day. Maybe the next day I'm having a little bit of harder time getting people on the phone. Maybe I'm dialing closer to 100, 150 people that day to get to the number that I want to be at the end of the day. But I always want to say, always get something on the board before you leave. But the sky is the limit. You can sit in our dialer and you can dial. There's no cap on it. You get out what you put in. So if you want to sit and dial, you can. The more dials you make, the more quotes you're going to have, the more leads you're going to convert into sales.
As an agent, my favorite part of the job is the fact that you have a legitimate chance to help people. You have a real chance, and I know it sounds cheesy, but you can actually change people's lives with what we do. You're going to take people from not wanting to talk to you on the phone whatsoever to the end of it, them thanking you and crying and being so grateful for the help that we gave them. One client sticks out. I had a woman in South Carolina. She was way overpaying for her coverage. I got her the exact same coverage for about $1,500 less per year. And by the end of the call, she was crying and thanking me because now she's going to be able to afford to see her grandkids in Texas. So it just makes you feel good. You have the opportunity to really make an impact and help people a lot.
The work atmosphere is great. With no prior sales experience, I thought I was going to walk into this company. It's going to be high pressure, in-your-face salespeople. Very much so not the case. The atmosphere is my favorite part about the company. There's always somebody here that's willing to help you out. There's always somebody to help you, give you feedback, and the people that you work with are the best people, the best part about the job.
Thanks for shadowing with us. You just got an exclusive look at what it's like to work at SVG. See you next time on Job Shadow.